You are live in the CNN Newsroom. I'm Alex Marquardt in for Ana Cabrera. Tonight, we are hearing from one of the biggest names in comedy, Dave Chappelle, as he has headlined a benefit concert in his home state of Ohio following the mass shooting in the city of Dayton that left 9 people dead. The star-studded event brought out some of the biggest names in entertainment, including Jon Stewart, Kanye West, and Stevie Wonder. Dave Chappelle telling the crowd this event was meant to bring awareness to the plague of mass shootings taking place across America. Take a listen.
Today we're going to show the world that nothing will get us down. Dayton, Ohio, no matter what's going on, no matter how tough these times get, we hold our heads up high because we know what we're about. OH. Shout out to Kanye West for being here this morning. I got friends that flew in from all over this country to be here today. They didn't ask for a dime or a dollar, just here to tell the city that they love you. And we're not just doing this for our city. We're doing this for every victim of every mass shooting in our country.
CNN's Polo Sandoval joins me now from the concert. Polo, you just spoke with Dave Chappelle. What did he have to say?
He's basically saying that this is much more than just a block party, Alex. You know, for many people, Dave Chappelle, he's a comedian, he's an actor. For many people here, he's a neighbor. He lives just outside of the city, so the events of that day certainly hit very close to home. So he says that this is meant to really pay tribute to the memories of those 9 people who died on this very street, but also to remind the rest of the country and the world that in Dayton, neighbors help neighbors. So here's a bit of the conversation that we had with him backstage. For those who aren't here, how can you best describe that magic that's happening out there, specifically to Dayton?
You know, Dayton had a tough year, man. We had a Klan rally this year. We had a tornado tear up the north side of the city. And then that shooting happened. And I think that just locally, there's a determination to not let that define us and, you know, to shake the fear. I think a lot of people have maybe even reasonable fear now because the climate is so out of hand. And every once in a while, I think it's good for neighbors to reaffirm to one another that we're neighbors. Like, no matter what it is, you know, we're neighbors. And these people, they've been wonderful neighbors for me, man. Like, this area in Dayton, it's like one of the most viable blocks in the city. It's where everyone comes to, like, relax and entertain themselves. You know, our kids come down here and hang out and party. So for something like this to happen, you know, you really have to take a moment like that. And I think the best way to honor the people that were slain and even injured in this is to pick yourself up and to pick your city up and be better than you were before. You know, otherwise you don't want anyone to die in vain or suffer in vain. And there's a lot of people suffering, and it really affected the community a lot. But the way we're coming out of it, I think, is what makes it such a great place to live.
You said something out there but when things got started, and I think the rest of the country would have probably been extremely excited to hear and pleased to hear, which was this is for every victim of every mass shooting in the country, but specifically because it happened on the heels of El Paso. So can you just elaborate on that a little bit? Your message to the people who may not...
I mean, I grew up in Washington, so that city always makes the news. Then I moved to New York, and that city always makes the news. And Los Angeles can't stop talking about itself. But these people are often forgotten. You know what I mean? And then something like this happens in your city, and then you think of all the other times it happened. It makes it all very real. You realize these aren't numbers, these are people's lives. And it hurts, like not even in a political way, but just in a human way. It's just like, hopefully that we can usher in an era where people are more kind to each other and treat each other better.
When you got that phone call that morning, Dave, what went through your mind when you found out that it happened 16 miles from your home?
I couldn't believe it. I was getting ready to go on stage. I was on tour with Joe Rogan, and I got a CNN alert on my phone that said that there was a shooting in Dayton. I didn't know the scope of it, I didn't know the size, but I didn't find out till later when I got off stage. And the next morning, I called the mayor, and you know, this began to happen. Like this happened almost immediately. Like people around here, man, they're scrappy people. They get up and they get it done. And what they were able to do this week and the way the community's come out and support this, it's a show of force. It's like good people got to be louder than bad people. This country is filled with good people, and the good ones got to make some noise because the bad ones getting too much spotlight.
finally for me, Dave, what do you hope, after everything is said and done tonight, what do you hope still lasts, and if anything, continues to grow, whether it's politically or socially? What do you hope lasts after this?
Man, politically, I could care less at this point. I mean, it's ridiculous. But socially, man, I think that people do need to understand just the ethics of being a neighbor, of being a friend. I think we just got to be kind to each other, like deliberately and willfully kind, even when it's hard to do or if you're afraid to do it. Somebody got to put their goddamn dukes down so we can live better lives. So that's what we hope we can start.
And Chappelle made it very clear to me that it is not just his voice. In fact, he called many fellow artists to come here and to be part of the community, particularly today, and that's exactly what happened, including Kanye West, somebody who was seen around the community as well. So Chappelle really trying to make that point, that it was not just him, it was also others, and really it all comes down to the community and potentially people out there that can help by donating to Dayton, Oregon District Tragedy Fund, which is one of the most vital, one of the most alive places, as you can see, Alex. The energy is high, hard to believe what really happened here 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, nice to see some happiness there. Polo Sandoval, our big thanks to you. A wonderful interview with a proud Ohioan trying to raise awareness today and bring some joy to a community that has seen so much pain.